I'm always checking to see is my nice and beautiful Mega Drive uploading my content, which is although I always check to see my dashboard with my Samsung and phones to see the dashboard, to see the loading dock of anything I may be uploading online, to see is it uploading online. So I just went to upload my voice memo online, and I just scroll down the dashboard to see the nice and beautiful loading dock to see is it loading online. And that way, as soon as it starts going 1 megabyte to 2 megabytes to 3 megabytes and it's loading online, then I go and process that, and then I go and make sure that I just start talking to you, and I just let it upload. And then what I do from that point is I make sure that everything within a few days I've done already a Dinotopia album and a Zonify album and a Thou Shall Never Kill album within 3 days. So let's have a look at over here. And it's all very quick to the Notion, so I want to make sure that this is my little 3 EP mix. Say 3 EP mix. Say 3 EP mix. Say 3 EP mix 16-bit version. And a little bit that way, but that's my 3 EP mix, and I can use this as my mashup, man. I can put other mashups into it, and this goes into an album. And this goes into an album right away. I can see something. I can see the rainbow. I don't know where you're going. I can see your face. I see your face. I see the hurdle. I see your face. I see Mary Jane every single day. I can see that face. I understand. I mean, guess what? I'm just making everything up, man. That's the 21-minute mix. I have a 22-minute mix over here. Let that export, baby. I mean, 21 minutes of fame, baby, and fortune of 21 mix. There's 21 mix over here. I mean, guess what? I probably should all that. Guess what? Actually, I want to go and listen to this now. I want to go and listen to it. I want to make sure anyway that I have a nice and beautiful mix going. And my next mix, which is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, man, in this one, I'm pretty sure that that's how I feel. That I feel that other mixes over here can be 3-minute mixes. For sure, my other mixes can be 3-minute mixes, but this one's are 9-minute mixes, man. For sure, I'm moving fast with my nice and beautiful music production over here. And I understand straight away how I feel. I feel great. And I'll let those other mixes be 3-minute ones, and that's a 3-minute file in an album of 3 minutes. And it's much more than that, but I'm understanding my other tracks that are previous from 2020 to 2016 are nice and beautiful mixes of 3-minute ones. But anything that's 2021 is 9-minute mixes, man, and up and more than that. So making sure anyway, I can make many albums over here in different ways. So I'm experimenting to see what I can do. I'm happier. I can say now this is a nice and beautiful video, but guess what? I want to go and zip file it, and I need to zip file this, man. I need to go and save as. First, I want to go drop this in a nice and beautiful mashup mix. So this is my mashup mix. This is something that's a work in progress. Say mashup mix. Say mashup mix. I say this is a MP3 file. Say MP3 file, and this is a 16-bit WAV file. So this is a 16-bit one, and then we have an image. I can put an image down. I can put one of those zip files inside. So just go and do an image right here really quickly to show people how everything working, just how everything's working, mate. And what I want to do is before I export this one, mate, I want to say this. Actually, it's working, and because I have gaps in between my nice and beautiful finishes of my music, where I leave 10-second gaps to have silence at the end of the track, then I understand straight away that everything's working much better, and I can just go and export it right away without having to place another 10-second gap, because I already have a 10-second gap. So what I do now is I just go and do an image of this file, and let's have a look at it here. And that's what you need to do, but as soon as you make something work, man, that's how it is. I want to do my image over here. I want to make sure that I do that. I first get the zip file, man. I get the zip file over the image file. I make sure that I can do that from now on. I get the mashup mix is over here. I play some mashup mix. I say, so this is my mashup mix. I say now, hold on. I need to go and make a nice and beautiful FLP file over here to say that this is my mashup mix. This is a mashup mix FLP file. So mashup mix is the FLP file 1. Save it. And just a little bit away. And I want to see that. I want to see, did it save, man? I mean, yeah. I mean, guess what, bro? Now I want to go and see the nice and beautiful zip loop package. I want to zip this package together because I opened the package up here. And this is my mashup mix. I'll let this be. This is where I create this CD album. This nice and beautiful tone right here. This is where it goes, man. But what I do is understand straight away that this is a CD album. And now the CD album has already 10 seconds within these nice and beautiful gaps. There's 10 seconds within that. But guess what? It just goes 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. But this is a simple album where it goes from one album or one CD or one music track into another. But then if I want it together, then it has to be something different here. Actually, this is something different where it has to be one set completely. And then once you press track 2, it just goes into the music, man. And then track 3 goes into the music. And track 4 goes into music. But why? Because this is all one fucking file. But this, in terms of album CD, goes from, I mean, once you go into the next track and the next track and the next track, it goes into the music right away. But the other one's more fucking like a set together. And it's more like a mix up. But guess what? It's more like that, isn't it? It's more what I'm doing now. That's how it is. I mean, and that's what it is over here. But there's a mashup mix where you can understand that it goes into actual music right away. But that's what I'm doing now. I'm doing that now, and that's the thing. I realize it's all different now. I realize all the sets, a set where it's all working together, it looks like this. That's my set, yeah? That's one track file. That's a one track file. That's a one track file where you have one set, that's 1 hour, as one CD. And that's a one set, yeah? But then there's also albums where you can put 12 tracks in 12 tracks. And now you can click track 1 and track 2 and track 3, and it goes to the next mix, yeah? And that's different, yeah? But there's also, that's a 12 track CD. But a 1 track CD has fucking all the music into one fucking section. And that's different. That's a different CD. That's a 1 hour set CD. And now I see the differences. But the other one is a 12 track CD or more in terms of what you want in life. So let's have a look over here. So I'm saying that now, since I'm ready to do this, I realize what's all this over here. I realize all this can go in the bin. A little bit that way. Alright, I realize all that now. I'm understanding that no matter what, that I can see straight away. That's all nice and clear. But guess what? I'm sure this one has that nice and beautiful melody here. And guess what? Brush it a little bit that way. A little bit that way. A little bit that way. I'll move on. I always have to check the endings of my music tracks to put 10-second gap silence there. Always. So I do a better job. I always mash up my mixes from one track into silence into another track. Always. And I just do that. I only ever do that because that's the best way. Now I just cross it out. What I do now is, since I cross out the audio workstation in terms of the audio station, then I can go and place all my files and delete files from my computer now. Over here, in terms of the files I never need. And you can all go in the rubbish bin, because if the audio station is up online, then what happens is, if your audio workstation is running, then those files that you want to delete are unable to delete themselves. But understand, it's because you have the audio workstation on. But you need the workstation on, but just make sure you delete files that you never need only. So as I close my FL Studio, now I can go and delete everything I need. But if I have FL Studio up and running, then those files that I want to delete are unable to delete because my FL Studio is running. And that's why. Alright, now what I want to do now is I want to drop this 16-bit WAV file into its place. Thank you. I hear Jesus Christ say, I honor you, Danny. Thank you. I honor you too. That's the way it is. You have to be nice, yeah? And the MP3 file is something new. And then, guess what? Brush it a little bit away. Now, I have to create a new mix over here to upload the mix. And just upload folder. and I can upload these kind of folders online very quickly. And I have the zip file here, and this zip file is something different, man. I mean, what's in this zip file over here, man? I want to extract this zip file here. I have time to listen to my mixes today. Ho ho ho! I have time, baby. I'm focusing on understanding that what I want out of life is just to do my life. I feel other people losing, but it's much more how I feel. So as I grow myself, I'm looking to see exactly what's in my nice and beautiful mix over here of files, so I can go and open the file to see exactly what I can do for myself. I see what's that. I see what that is, and that's something different. That's a different file. I have that file online anyway. I'll move on, and guess what? I just put in the rubbish there, and this can go up online. I can go and upload it right now online. I can go and make 3 tabs, please. Make 3 tabs, please. That'll be that way. And that'll be. I bail you out in a better way, guys. So make sure that no matter what, that if you're learning how to grow yourself, then go and see the properties tab in your Windows files and your Windows player or your Windows computer. And back then it was Windows XP, but I mean now it's Windows 10. And it's more Windows. I realize they have many, I mean they may have Windows 13 very soon and more, but it's coming up anyway. I want to go outside. I want to go and pull out my jumper now. I put on my nice and beautiful pink jumper. Pink jumper. I guess what, Brush, I'm very new, I know. I should get the file jumper over here, but guess what? Which is how it is, man. I just place this jumper on. I have this one, but guess what? Brush now. Make the nice and beautiful transition over here. And let it be that way. I put my orange jumper on, which is indoor, brushing this indoor jumper. And guess what, brush out? I have to get a new jumper anyway, and that jumper can go in the bin. And that's the way it is, man. And as I go and do my nice and beautiful life forward, I'm making sure that I always have a new jumper laying around. And guys, you have to go and focus upon your life in a different way. Guess what? I understand now. Now what I do is I go and make sure that my files and everything I have in terms of music goes outdoors first. So I make sure that when I listen to music via portable speaker, by default, I make sure that I go outdoors to listen to it at the first time. But guess what? It's more how I feel right now to just listen to the whole mix right here. So I'd rather do it indoors first than outdoors. So what I want to do is I want to listen to my whole mix of 21 minutes first, right here, and then go outdoors and listen to it. And it's always like that. Because why? Because go indoors first and then go outdoors. And it's much better for you. And I placed that nice beautiful heater over here onto the right side over here. So I understand straight away I can go and do a better job. So I understand that I want to listen to my mashup mix over here to go and see how it goes. And now, I'm just let it be that way and let's have a look. So anyway, so what I'm doing now is I understand something now. That I went placing my actual mix into another version, right? I mean, that's a nice and beautiful way of gist. That's a present and a birthday present for me now to understand something. That I'm learning something quickly over here. That my energy mix went into the actual file mix here, and I need to make another mix right here. So now I understand something very quickly. That something right now says, hey, and put your encore mix for fuck's sake inside because it's 9 minutes and 9 minutes and 9 minutes is almost 27 minutes instead of fucking 21 minutes. Haha. You understand? Alright, so anyway, I did mix up with everything. So what I want to do is I want to go back into my mashup mix and I want to delete this mix now. Oh, I feel good about everything though. I feel good about everything. I can just go and delete that file. I delete this file. I delete the image right here. So the image is there. I have to make sure to check all the files and check all the folders before I actually do anything. And it's more, I understand that my word eye is more important than that. But I'm checking my files and all my files before I go and listen to music via indoors and outdoors and via speakers and everything. So that's the thing. I see now it's much better that I have extra 6 minutes, man. I have extra 6 minutes in. I mean, that's a surprise, huh? I see now. I mean, this one has to export, man. or else that's an MP3 file. And guess what? Bro, there's an MP3 file, mate. I mean, I realized, guess what? Oh, I need to download myself the 16-bit WAV file. Ah. I make sure I go download my 16 WAV file. But guess what? Roshi, they can download my Roshi, all that works with 16-bit WAV file. Roshi, although guess what? Roshi, it's more how I understand something now. I understand that what I've done over here is something different. So a little bit, I'm making sure that I want to make a 16-bit mashup album here, and something different now. So I'm making sure that before I do anything, I want to make sure I'm learning very quickly upon what I do. And I'll let it be that way. I have a nice and beautiful tone over here. I'm doing everything much greater for myself. I understand God's more in my life, and Jesus Christ is more in my life, because I speak more words, guys. And I understand now, when I make mashups, I make mashups that is 16-bit right away, man. I make 16-bit mashups in terms of 16-bit WAV file mashups. And I can create one hour set. I can also place the other kind of set into it too. I can do both ways. I mean, ta-da! I can do both ways. I mean, it never just has to be with songs. I can just fucking play it as one set as well. I realize although that's something I can do, but I just go with songs. Which is a little bit. I can do both as well. I realize although now I have Idonotopia here, I just go and download these files here. And that's the whole point, guys. I mean, the whole point is download file. I mean, just downloading files that is actually waveforms. And download waveform files for yourself to go and do a greater job for yourself, and that's it. I'm just going to do a greater job now. Oh, I cannot wait until I hit the nightclubs, man. I cannot wait until I go to nightclubs and play all my music, man. And my beautiful albums over here, I brush them beautiful albums. Now the 16-bit WAV file version. And let's have a look over here to see how long we can do this for. So that's my Zonify track. I mean, this is how my Adash Never Kill track starts. I mean, wow. I mean, this is my Zonify track. I mean, although, guess what? I mean, now, since I'm understanding that, I'm making sure that what I want to do is I want to see straight away how this is going for myself over here. I'm just downloading my Idonotopia 9-minute mix over here. And I'm understanding to just go and a little bit. I'm making sure I have plenty of time to do everything. I'm making sure that, yes, I have bread, I have everything that I need. I have some nice and beautiful spaghetti to make today. I make sure that I can go and do some soup as well. I can make some soup, and I have the penne. I have the penne, man. I say penne your head. See penne. See penne, and guess what? I have some bolognese sauce. I realize Jesus Christ is saying, keep going. I mean, guess what? I mean, enjoy yourself. I have to finish this bolognese sauce today. And always keep checking your bolognese sauce. If you're never putting your bolognese sauce in the fridge, then just keep checking it, please, so that you never fucking eat any poison food like I did before. You understand? I fucking ate before some fucking juice, which was a fucking grape wine juice, and now it's a nice and beautiful juice, but for fuck's sake, it was a 2-liter juice. And fucking, I was unable to finish it for 48 hours. And for fuck's sake, that juice went fucking poisonous, man. Blah, 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 blah. And yeah, as soon as you open up the fucking food and drink, then fucking eat it right away. But if you open a fucking soy milk, then make sure after 24 hours you never drink soy milk after 24 hours of opening it. I mean, drink soy milk only within 48 hours of being someone who opens a soy milk Kagano bottle. So if I open this Kagano bottle now of soy milk, I promise you within the next 24 hours I have to drink that soy milk. Because the Kagano bottle of soy milk can go and expire. So understand that food and drink expires after 24 hours without a fridge. And just understand that. And just eat all food that you have in food and drink within 48 hours. Eat all the food and drink that you have within 24 hours, please. And never ever rely on anything else. That way you understand straight away that with myself, I eat everything. I go shopping daily for food and drink for myself, for my word I. And I never do it for the food and drink, I do it for I, so I can live life. And that way I'm doing greater, guys. Let's have a look at Idonotopia here. I'm using a space in between to see what's happening over here, but this is... that's excellent. And that's how much silence there is. Have a listen. Do you see? So what I do is I go and make that nice and beautiful mix now. And all I want to do is I want to save the file as a mashup mix 1 over here. And I just save a FLP file. I go and export the zip file here. I export the zip file with my mashup series. And I mashup mix over here. I make sure that I can go and do mashup mix 1, for example. But all I do is really this. I make sure I create a new file totally. Make a new file here that is mashup mix 1. And all I do is create the mashup mix over here. I place my zip file in there. I save the zip file so I can open it. I'm pretty sure it's all 16-bit WAV files. So when I make mashup mixes like this now, I make a 16-bit mashup WAV file mix. And that's it. Pretty sure that's how it is. And now anything else, I'm pretty sure no. Pretty sure I just go and place sets like this, and it starts from one set to another. I need to show silence, man. I need to show silence in my music tracks. Pretty sure silence is more than sound. You must understand that. You must understand that. But as soon as you show silence more than sound in your mix, then you have much greater mix for yourself. And I have to go give out my business cards very soon as well. I can go today to do that. And make sure that no matter what, I can go and order some nice and beautiful Officeworks stuff over here. But guess what? Well, it's more how it is. And what I want to do is I'll let it be that way. And I just move on for now. And I want to make sure that no matter what, that I just go and do that for myself also very soon. And what I want to do also over here is I understand straight away that I want to go create a 16-bit folder. A 16-bit folder. I have an MP3 folder. I have an MP3 folder. And I just say mashup mix 16-bit file, and I just save it that way. This is 28 minutes, man. I have 28 minutes of music. Ho ho! I have 28 minutes of music, man, already. I went from 21 minutes to 28 minutes and more. So yeah, come on, baby. I realize although the fucking nighttime is going to start very soon, and that's why I'm understanding I'd rather go outdoors and listen to it. And that's the thing, I'd rather go outdoors now to listen to it, because the fucking day is going to start, because the night time is fucking almost setting in now. So I'd rather do that. So what I do is, if there's 1 hour before the actual sunset happens, I make sure I go outdoors to listen to my music, so I can do greater for myself. And make sure, anyway, that what I do with Apple Watch and all that, I make sure I keep it going so it can just buzz me every single 1 hour. I'll just let it be that way, because that's the only watch that can do it for you. For sure though, guess what, I'm learning. I'm learning that I need to do better anyway. And as I go and grow myself differently, I make sure I go do an image for this folder over here with my mashup mix. And then I have to go outdoors, and I go outdoors. And within 1 hour of sunset, I go outdoors always to listen to my music by default. That's it, bro. That's how it is for me now. I measure everything in one, man. I'm pretty sure, although now I understand that no matter what, that my first album mix in 10 EPs is already 90 minutes of music. I can see that. A little bit that way. 10 EPs. A little bit that way. Oh, I realize now, since I understand that, I realize that if I go sending this to Armin van Buuren now, brush, it's much better for me to understand that. I can send that to him, but then he finds out about me, brush. Brush, if they reject this, man, brush, if they reject my music over here, man, brush, come on, man. Brush, it's more how I understand straight away that there's no chance for me to lose, man. I mean, overall, I never care how much they reject me, man. I mean, over time, I'm winning, man. I'm winning over time. Whereas now, I go and put the 16-bit version into my file here. And I put the MP3 version into here. And I can see straight away how I feel. I feel I have more enough success here. And what I do is I create a nice and beautiful file over here to make sure I have more enough of images and everything. So I create an image over here of the file too. Create an image of the file, and I go into the file here. Make sure I can go and delete all that products, in terms of all those products I've been uploading online before. So I never uploaded that one. I'm just going to upload this mix one. Let's have a look now. These mixes can go now. Now this is all done. It's all done, yeah. A little bit that way. I can delete it. I can press delete on my actual Windows laptop, and it deletes the file. So what I do is I move on. Make sure now, since I understand that, I mash up mix one. I realize this is going, I realize now, I make 3 tabs max in my computer always. And what I'm doing is, I can go and delete that file there. But I want to be able to delete this 16-bit mashup file for now. I realize that's already done. I realize that's going on. And that's all done there. I can say, no matter what, I can see something. I can see I just go and upload this nice and beautiful mashup mix somewhere else, and it's just going up in a different direction. And let's just go and listen to the music, man. I see, please don't stop the music. I ask Jesus Christ to see this. I see, please don't stop the music, music, music. I see the Rihanna. Alright, now what I do is I want to listen to the music. Let's have a look at here. I have an MP3 version. So guys, anyway, so what I'm doing right now is I'm enjoying myself over here, and I'm just making sure you guys can hear me as well. I'm listening to my nice and beautiful music along the way, but guess what? Well, the amazing thing about life is now I can get my actual laptop and I can play my music by the laptop, or I can play my music with my phone while it's recording me, while also DJing with my other phone. So I have 2 phones, and one phone can DJ while the other one can record me. But I have to download the DJ application on my other phone, which is my Samsung A20 Galaxy, can hold my nice and beautiful DJ application. While my other phone, that's my actual, let's say, Samsung A51 Galaxy, can record me and how I DJ. So what I do is, as you can hear the actual portable speaker over here, it's playing my music, yeah? But guess what I do? I play that music via my phone, which is my A51 Galaxy, and also A21 Galaxy can play that music. But I place my DJ application with that music through my Samsung A21 Galaxy. But my A51 Galaxy is recording me. And then it's going through the speaker, yeah? But the thing is, with that, is I role play. And I make sure that you can hear the speaker while I'm recording myself and DJing in front of you on video. And I just have 2 phones to do this. And then I'm DJing in front of you. I mean, you can actually see me DJing and you can hear the music, yeah? But what I do is I silence the actual music in the background, and I place the actual sets where it's meant to be in the actual mix. You understand? So what I do is I actually get the actual mix of me actually DJing in front of you, and I make sure I sync it. I sync it with you so you can understand. I sync it into the UCA application over here, and I follow my actual audio content over here to make sure that everything's nice and clear. So what I do is I make sure that as I go and export that content, I make sure you understand that as I export the audio content of my DJing, I make sure the actual video is already in sync. My video is already in sync, so as soon as I start recording myself, I realize I have to go and really cut the video at some point. I have to cut the video at some point, but I make sure that I go and sync it together to make sure that it's all playing nice and sweet. I mean, in a sense, so what I do is I make sure that you guys can do that, and you guys can see me DJing for the first time. And that way I can go and do my DJ sets over here and can place it in my actual mix over here in my actual YouTube account and playlist. So I'm actually learning that now. So what I want to do is congratulate myself. I have 28 minutes of music and it actually rocks. So Idonotopia is something special over here and everything's special over here. I'm understanding that what I want to do is I'm understanding how fast my life is appropriate very quickly. But I'm understanding that's how it is. I mean, understand? That's how it is. So what I want to do is also I can change the kick. I can make sure I can change my kick in terms of life over here with my music. But I can go have a shower now. I can go and groom myself. I mean, you can hear my music in the background, yeah? I mean, that's my music, man. I can understand. I'm playing it with my laptop over here. And that's how I understand straight away. I'm using my laptop as leverage. But what I do is I can go and use a laptop with a DJ application. I mean, that's something else I can do. But guess what? I'd rather do it with my phones. I'd rather do it with the DJ deck. And now the DJ deck is something else where I place a table here and it plays it through the nice little portable speaker. But guess what? As I do that, does it have to play through the portable speaker? Yes. I say yes. I mean, does it have to play through the portable speaker? I say yes. Unfortunately now, that's because I want to hear myself. And that's nothing to do with you. But then what I do is I DJ while recording myself. And guess what? I mean, I can just have headphones. I can just have headphones, man. I can have headphones, mate. And record myself via phone camera. And also what I do is I upload that kind of audio while listening to my nice and beautiful music while I DJ with my headphones only, while recording myself with a phone, and I can do it like that too. But the thing is, I place a nice and beautiful portable speaker behind me somewhere, and I get the audio, and I export the audio, and I place it into a video that I'm recording myself with, and do 1 hour sets. And what kind of hour sets? I mean, just hour sets of my actual EP music, of me DJing each and every single one in front of you. And that's something special for me to have to do. Or I can get my DJ deck. And on my DJ deck, I put a table here somewhere, I go outdoors somewhere, and if I can play music, man, I play music somewhere. And either way, I do that, and I can go and DJ with my DJ deck while recording myself with a video, and the music is playing via my DJ deck. And now that's even something more sinister, where I understand that if I record myself via a DJ deck, I make sure they understand that I can somehow be able to record that audio piece and paste it into my online theory, and I can post it somewhere online through the DJ deck. So since that's the case, I realize it's either DJ deck or phones. I'd rather do it with DJ deck. And then I have a DJ deck in front of you, but I can do it for phones too. And guess what? It's just like that, yeah? But what I do is DJ deck is much more. I mean, for music production, guess what? I realize what's more? I asked Jesus Christ, what's more? What does he want to do? Guess what? I realize Jesus Christ would rather go with the actual phone today. Jesus Christ understands that. Why with the phone? Because phones are much more DJing equipment today than actual DJ equipment today. Why is that? Because phones you can carry a phone anywhere, and you can DJ with your phone. And it's the exact same function, man. It's the exact same function. I realize, although, guess what? I realized that with the DJ deck for myself, I can just go DJ, and I need a DJ deck. I have to get myself a DJ deck. But why? I have to practice on my own DJ deck, because that's for that's for nightclubs. And now with my videos, I understand that I want to DJ in front of you with just my phone. Just with my phone. But guess what? I want to practice in front of everybody with a DJ deck too. I want to DJ one part with fucking DJ deck, and another one with a phone. And that way I understand I have more practice anyway. So it's worth it for me. So I'll just do that, and I'll make 2 separate playlists here on YouTube, and I'll leave it that way. And then either way, I'm learning the functions of everything, and I'm learning how to go and study upon my life. But I went around jumping a bit. I love it. I went around jumping, and I'm understanding I'm really in a better way of life over here, because I'm enjoying myself along the way, and I'm making sure I have more enough success all the time to go and really place a nice and beautiful vehicle of my life over here to just be able to enjoy myself is the whole point. But I see my nice and beautiful dog eating grass over here. I see my dog actually eats grass. So what I do is I look at it. When dogs eat grass, it's not sure how dogs are never hiding anything, but as they eat grass, it's not sure how anything can eat grass today. But what I want to do is I focus upon understanding and just go and love my life. I love my life differently, yeah? So making sure now have my nice and beautiful mixes coming up online. And make sure I can just enjoy myself, man. I can go and record myself over here while I'm recording myself with you here, while I'm listening to my nice and beautiful sound over here, and making sure I have more enough time, yeah? So what I do is, I'm enjoying myself, but as I run over here, and as I exercise, I see my breathing is deep. I have deep breathing. I'm never puffing myself out. But my heart over here, I understand how I felt some pain over here, my heart. But why is that? I realize although it's more how I understand that pain there, it's just me jumping around. I mean, guess what, I promise you, it's more how it is. I realize although that what I do is I focus on myself now to just record myself over here while also making a video over here of myself playing my music mashup set for the first time. And what I want to do is I want to congratulate myself because I have plenty of time for everything. But make sure I understand straight away, I'm growing anyway. But if I'm in Varun sees my music now, actually it's more likely that he accepts the music right now. And that's the thing, yeah? I'm sure that, guess what, actually it's more how I need to promote myself anyway. But I want to make sure I have more enough space and time now to just go focus on I have more enough, Jesus Christ says, to just keep going with my beautiful twinkle twinkle little star over here. And I keep going, and I have more enough success anyway to just keep going with my life, and other than Varun, everybody sees me along the way somewhere. So as I go and grow myself differently, I make sure that I can see the nice little silence in between the gaps here. It's excellent. I have nothing against silence, and I can never be angry at silence, man. I have to mix silence music in my actual music, and it actually works for me. I mean, it's so beautiful when there's actual silence. I mean, your music is as good as the silence in your music. I mean, you guys understand that? I mean, the more silence you have in your music, the better. I see those actual music producers out there, I'm pretty sure they have little silence in their music alone. I'm pretty sure I have more silence than them in my music. I can honestly tell you right now. I mean, you see? I mean, silence there. I mean, see? I mean, guess what? I'm understanding straight away that as I grow myself differently, I can focus upon something that's I have to focus on something that's actually helping me. That nice and beautiful mix there is nice and beautiful. So I have to talk over everything, and I have to make sure that I have more enough success all the time to just relax, man. I have to relax, yeah? And I have to make sure that you guys understand straight away how I feel. And how I feel is I'm learning, but everything's nice and clear for me. I mean, I'm just doing a better job. I want to go and groom myself and shower as well before I do anything else. And I want to make sure I do my word I before anything else, but I want to first listen to my music here. I just want to enjoy myself for a bit. And then I want to start my actual other EP albums. And I'm going to do the same thing I've done with my actual album here, in terms of my actual EP albums here, to make sure that what I'm doing over here is a better job for myself. And then I focus upon understanding straight away how I feel, and how I feel is a different type of vibe over here. Focus upon something that's nice and beautiful for myself. And that's the whole point, yeah? I mean, the whole point is focusing on something that's actually clear for you. I mean, whatever's clear for you is something that actually works for you in different ways. But I have my dog over here, and I just really understand how I love myself much more. But I'm learning how to go and grow myself, yeah? I'm learning to understand to just listen to my music for a bit over here and there, to understand how everything's working out. And the whole point is that, I mean, while I'm actually listening to music in the background, I want to be talking to you. I mean, that's how I listen to my music in the background from now on. Otherwise, I'm making sure that if I just want to go and record myself here and there, I want to make sure that I have more enough success over here. I have more than enough success all the time to do my life over here, but I value dogs more than phones today. I mean, why is that? I make sure I understand that. I make sure I'd rather have a dog in my life than a phone. I'd rather have a dog in my life than a phone, man. Ask Jesus Christ what he wants out of that. I say Jesus Christ says that he values a phone or a dog. I mean, Jesus Christ says that he values a dog more than a phone. I should say what it is, man. I'd rather have a dog in my life than a phone, man. I mean, but that's how it is. Unfortunately, dogs are very beautiful, and you can never understand anything other than that. I mean, you must understand the word I only. Understand the word I only. I realize, although you must understand that what you have to understand, that dogs are alive, man. I mean, dogs are real live creatures, man. I mean, you can never replace a dog, man. I mean, dogs are more valuable than phones, man. I mean, dogs are more valuable than technology today, I promise you. And animals, because of non-human animals are more valuable than technology today, I promise you. They're such beautiful creatures, man. I mean, you could see. I mean, you have to understand straight away how I feel about dogs. And I feel that they love you so much and they just want to be around you and they want to feel at home with you. Or you just have to enjoy yourself and you have to go and very soft differently, and you have to make sure they understand how it feels. You go and really succeed differently, but I feel like a lot of attraction over here. There's somebody over here. I'm making sure I can go and watch out with my phone over here to make sure everything's nice and simple for myself. I'm learning very quickly upon how to grow myself, but as I grow myself differently, I'm making sure I'm learning the nice and beautiful gist of my life over here, and making sure that I have more enough success all the time to go and grow myself. But that's the whole point, yeah. I'm making sure I've come far, but guess what? I done a Utopia track a week ago, and then I went doing my 3 albums, and now I want to do my 4th album. And now this 4th album is for each track. I want to make all these albums. And then guess what? Probably I put it into one album. Probably now this is all one album. Anyway, but the thing is, I'm almost ready to do Twinkletopiya very much soon enough, and I make sure that within the next week I can do it. And I just move on, yeah. For sure that from that point I have already all this music coming along with all I have already, and I make sure I put some trance music here and there within those tracks, and I make sure I make all these tracks combined together somehow into different role modules, and that's something I want to listen to, and I go and make something nice and beautiful for myself, and that's the whole point, yeah. I have 3 EP albums over here, and it's nice and beautiful for me to listen to this. I can actually feel the sun going down over here, and I can see how ozonified this time of night is amazing. I can see this. I see what I do all day is I focus on understanding that I'm just enjoying myself, and as I enjoy myself I focus on something new that I've never done before, and I can see a light show with my portable speaker, and I have a beautiful time over here. I came a long way since 2 years ago, man. Came a long way, and now I'm understanding I'm just lifting myself in regard. I want to make sure I'm leveraging everything into Mega Drive now as much as I can, and uploading one video. I'm uploading one video into my Nice and Beautiful life coaching seminars in the Nice and Beautiful YouTube channel. I just leverage everything into Mega Drive for now, and it's more how I feel. I mean, there's a better time coming where I can have more internet and do what I need to do, and there's more technology coming up as well where I can use more technology for a greater purpose, where I can play my music, and that way I'm understanding that beautiful silence there. I mean, look how it goes into the next track. I mean, you see? I mean, that's why I have silence there. I want to relax a bit, man. I mean, have a look at this, man. I mean, this is the kick right here. And that's beautiful, yeah? So that's how I see life. I see life differently, and I make sure I'm doing something beautiful. And as I go and do something beautiful, I'm always learning something different. I'm learning something to help myself to succeed differently. And that's what I do, yeah? I just make sure I'm learning something very nice and beautiful. I'm learning something beautiful that my dog really loves me. And my dog really loves me, so I let it be that way. I have to go and focus upon understanding that let it be. It's more how I understand that I have to go and focus upon my life. I focus on the greater way of life, and I focus on something that helps. I focus on something that helps me move forward in different ways, and I make sure that I'm doing my content over here along the way, and I'm making sure I have a nice and beautiful, blissful time with myself to enjoy myself differently, and to make sure I have more enough time to go and succeed. So I'm 7 EPs away from my first album. I'm 7 EPs away. I'm pretty sure, although it's more how I feel with this kind of different resume, and then I understand that album is something beautiful, and I just move on from that album. And I understand that's already 7 hours away of music. For sure that a little bit that way. For sure that I want to make sure that I can go and create more music, and I want to make sure that any kind of music I make with stretching my files or anything like that, for sure that's for 2-minute mixes from now on. For sure, why? For sure because 3-minute mixes is something much better, but guess what? I feel that I can create long mixes with this as well. And guess what? For sure, it's much more how I ask Jesus Christ what he does. For sure, Jesus Christ says that if you can stretch it and stretch the whole file 4 hours or 3 hours or 2 hour mixes that I may make, for sure I make all that happen. For sure, Jesus Christ says, for sure, if you stretch it out and you repeat it, I say yeah. And for sure, Jesus Christ says you can work out, which you can work out as a different method, but Jesus Christ says, does Jesus Christ do it? Jesus Christ says that he'd rather go and just deliver some music that's new, so make it a different set. I can make it a different set. Make it a different set I mean, wow, I can make a different set from that. I mean, Jesus Christ, something helps me over here. Make a different set from this. I see something beautiful here. I can extend this. I can extend this into a different manner. I'll let it be this way. I have a different feeling about what I'm doing here. I have even more sets over here to stretch it into different mannerisms. I can just go start climbing everywhere around now. I can climb everywhere now. I realize that I can still stretch those nice and beautiful sceneries and put it into my 3-minute mixes too. And I can go and understand that is nice and beautiful. But that's my nice and beautiful Sonify track right there. I mean, it's nice and beautiful. I feel this one over here. And as I grow myself, I grow my life differently. I understand straight away how I feel. And I see my dog over here needs clothing, and I have to get my clothing for my dog so I have a better life. And that's how I feel. I feel different over here, and I see this is amazing over here. And this is my nice and beautiful Donatopia track right here. And this is just a 9-minute mix, but for sure that's how it is, yeah. I focus on something different, yeah. I make sure that I understand something about my life. I understand something about my life in the encore music now. I make encore music in all my music, and I have breakdowns in my encore music, and I have different types of encore music. I understand straight away how to live my life. I live my life differently, and I make sure that I'm learning very quickly upon how to enjoy my life. But I can see this nice and beautiful way. I love this part. Show you something right here. I make sure that you understand that no matter what, you can see how I feel. And as I feel something, I mean, have a look at this. I mean, I love that. I mean, as I grow, I'm going through different methods, and I'm focusing on helping myself to succeed differently, and I'm making sure I go all the way with my dogs over here. I make sure I go with my dogs, and my dog understands what I mean. My dog always shows me love. I realize all the dogs show you a different love, and they show you whoa when they love you, man. I mean, dogs really love you when you really wanna go for dogs and you wanna understand something about dogs. I mean, try to put your head on a dog's head and try to massage the dog's head with your head. And try to massage the dog's head with your head, and then the dog fully loves you. That's it how it is, yeah. I realize all that every single day, just focus on making sure that you guys understand something. That as I grow myself, I'm looking for a nice and beautiful time. I mean, that's my Donatopia track. I realize all that if you're really understanding something about life, then you're understanding how to grow yourself. And that's the whole point, yeah? I mean, just understand straight away how you need to grow yourself in different ways. And if you understand something about life, then go and produce music in a way that you're enjoying yourself. I mean, enjoy the vibe. I mean, you see this vibe? I'm just enjoying myself differently, and I'm making sure I'm doing something different that I've never done. And that way I'm always growing myself in different ways, and as I grow myself in different ways, I can see that beautiful way of life over here. And I'm learning something different, and that's the way it is, yeah? I'm learning how to go and grow myself. Dogs can show you real love, man. I mean, they can show you how much they love you, man. I realize all that every single day I'm learning how to grow myself, and as I grow myself differently, I'm learning how to go and grow myself, and that's the whole point, yeah? I mean, have a look at this now. I feel it. Feel this nice and beautiful vibe around here. But the vibe of making sure that you're enjoying yourself in different ways, and you're making sure that you have more enough love for yourself, and you're making sure that you're growing yourself in different ways is the whole point. And that's a beautiful way. And that's how you actually grow yourself, and you have to understand straight away how to go and see that nice and beautiful way of life. But look at this. I mean, that's a beautiful one. I make sure every single day And when I really grow myself, I'm learning how to go and see this nice and beautiful synth over here. I mean, wow. And that's something like a trance vibe right here. I realize, although, guess what? I promise you, just enjoy yourself. I mean, learn to grow yourself and learn to grow your words. I mean, learn to go and live in your words right now. And understand how to go and really dig deep into your words is where you want to go. I mean, go into your words. I mean, speak into your words. I mean, speak who you are. I mean, speak into that nice, beautiful silent bliss of the words that you have. And that's what you need to do every single day. Is you need to focus upon treasuring yourself in different ways. You have to treasure the nice and beautiful attitude all the time. And attitude of what? I mean, attitude of the nice and beautiful, the sterile feeling. It's the feeling of love. I mean, feeling of helping yourself to succeed differently. That's what you want. I mean, you always have to focus upon understanding how you feel. You have to feel that different vibe always. I mean, feel the nice and beautiful vibe that you can give a dog or anything. I mean, learn how to go and really enjoy yourself. I mean, that's what you want to do. And the whole feeling of love and the love feeling over here. I mean, you have to learn how to feel your love, and you have to learn how to go and really enjoy yourself anyway. But if you enjoy yourself differently, then you understand straight away how to go and enjoy yourself. Then you understand straight away how you can imagine. I mean, you can imagine different scenarios, and then you enjoy yourself. I mean, enjoying something different about you, and that's the whole point, yeah. And the whole point is making sure that you see life. I mean, see how you can go and live life over here. But this is what I love about my music right now, and you can always hear the nice and beautiful melodies and what's going on in my music right here. And I'm making sure you can see straight away how I feel, and as I feel that nice and beautiful tone, I mean, you can see straight away it's more how I feel. So that's my Dynamotopia track. Making sure anyway, I'm inspiring people all the time, and I'm making sure anyway that when I really grow myself differently, I'm learning. I'm learning something that's really helping me move forward, but the vibe is what you want. And that vibe is something beautiful always. So, I mean, every single day, just learn that nice and beautiful feeling of love. And when you understand how I feel about my music and what I do, I'm just always talking in a different way, because that way I'm learning something that's nice and beautiful for me. And that way I'm learning how to get people's attention. And that's something inspiring, because that gets my attention, man. And that's the whole point, yeah? I mean, if you understand straight away how you feel about love, and feel the love always. I feel love always, yeah? Feel love, man. I feel my dog's over here licking me always. So I'm saying the whole point of love over here is making sure I have more enough time to go and succeed for myself, and as I succeed differently, I'm making sure I have more enough of success with words every single day to go and focus upon something that's moving me forward. But as I go and really focus upon something, I'm learning how to study the game of love, and every single day learning how to live my life, yeah? I live my life to the point of ability, but I see how a dog really gives you love in different ways, and I focus on loving my life, yeah? I learn to go do something different. As I learn to do something different, I'm learning the whole point, yeah? I learned the whole point of love. But the dog can also feel much more at peace when you're touching the dog in a way that you're comforting the dog, and you're putting your head across the dog's head, and you're making sure that you are nice and sweet for yourself over here, and you're making sure you have that nice and beautiful way of love. I mean, love always. You have to go and enjoy yourself, because every single time I focus upon understanding. I focus on understanding that the dog wants to go somewhere, so it gives me some nice and beautiful headbutts. It gives me some nice and beautiful love over here, and then he wants to go. And I understand that no matter what, it's more how I feel. And how I feel is a different way. I feel something different always. You have to grow yourself, yeah? And you can see straight away the dog, just my dog over here, gives me the one fucking final lick and it tells me, hey, I'll have to go this way. That's how it goes, man. In a sense, so no matter what, I focus on different aspects of life, but that's the whole point, man. I mean, the whole point is learn how to go and see, for example, I have a little ballad track over here. And that's something else of a mix that I can go and put into my mix over here. And that's my first album mix, mate. And there we go. And that's my beautiful mix now. I brush all that. As I grow myself differently, I make sure that I'm learning different aspects of life. I'm learning something that's helping me move forward. But that's nice and beautiful. I see the vibe over here. See that nice and beautiful vibe is something actually helping me. And there we go. Should you hear that? That's nice and beautiful. I feel the vibe over here, but that's how I feel. I feel a different vibe, and I can see during the night how that is. Oh, I feel it's much more how I need to do a festival around here, and I have to go and make a festival around people. And that's something big. I realize that's an international artist. I realize that's worldwide, man. I understand how people go to Serbia and they become big in Serbia only, and other people become big in India only, or they become big in Australia only. You understand? But around the world now, or should never big around the world. You understand? Or should you have to be big around the world too? Or should they have to be big around the world? And your nice beautiful attitude has to be big around the world. You have to learn how to appreciate yourself in different ways. And that's how it is. I mean, what you do in life is focus on yourself in different ways to love your life. I mean, love your life differently and be able to see the vibe of everything. I mean, how's the vibe? I mean, the vibe is beautiful. I mean, I just want to be able to chill with it. And that's how I understand straight away how I feel. And how I feel is different. And that's the whole point, yeah? I have a nice and beautiful mix over here of different music, and I can listen to it all my life, man. And that's my mix. I go through all that every single day. I'm learning how to inspire people. I'm learning how to go and do a better job for myself. I'm learning how to go and make sure I can see a light show as well. I'm learning something along with what I'm doing. I'm making sure that I have more enough time and space to be able to go and produce my music and just enjoy myself. I just want to enjoy myself a little bit more. And then I have to go and do my shower and grooming right away after this. And then I go and focus upon just helping myself to go and start my new track and see which tracks I want to combine with which tracks. I want to go and make a new mix. And what kind of new mix? I want to just make something new. I want to extend my music mixes in different ways. I want to create something new for myself I've never done. And I want to make all these old mixes that I've done. And I want to put bits and pieces here and there into whatever it is. And that way I understand straight away how I feel. And now, I just want to place the most vibing parts of a music track. And then I want to create a mix that has something that is the most worst sound of mix that I can produce in one sound. And I want to make sure that it's just all together in one sound. So I just always remember that. But that's already gone. I mean, that's all done already. I've already done that. And that's the thing, yeah? I've gained that already, but guess what? I'll just move on, man. I'm sure that that's how it is. And I focus upon understanding that no matter what, I can see straight away how I feel. And how I feel is different. I can see how I need to go and just dwell upon helping myself to understand the pattern in music over here is very different. And as I understand something about life over here, I can see I can play the Zonify. Ooh, I can play some of the Zonify around here. I'll make sure that anyway, that's my encore mix. I love mine. I'm sure that every single day I'm learning something different, man. I pick out all this music from my actual 1 hour music and more, and my Varsha Never Kill track. And I just say it's all 1 hour mix for me. For sure that that's my word. That's my word. I'm pretty sure that it's around 1 hour. I just say it's around 1 hour mixes. It's much better like this, but the word I says over here, I have my word I. And make sure anyway that what I want to do is every single day just focus on something that's actually helping me move forward. And that's the whole point, yeah? I mean, the whole point is learning. I mean, you have to be learning. And you have to understand straight away how to feel about life in different ways to see exactly how my mixes have really been astonishing me. I mean, if I never did create those 9-minute and 6-minute and 3-minute mixes and mini mixes, watching them, I can see straight away how I can play my mini mix right now as well. I'm gonna play my mini mix quickly as well. I mean, that's something I want to just hear for this one. I realize this is even value for me as well. So I just want to see this and then I'll play my mini mix. And I want to play some Zonify at night over here. I asked Jesus Christ to see this. I understand that Jesus Christ wants me to play some Zonify over here. I mean, just for a bit. I mean, why not? I mean, just in the night time over here. And that's something I want to hear as well. and Jesus Christ wants to hear it. I'm pretty sure that every single day I know Jesus Christ because of my word I only. I have a word I trust I only. And that's what Jesus Christ trusts is I only. I mean all that Jesus Christ and God trusts is I only. So that's why you have to go to the word I. You have to understand that's everything, man. I mean, my mix is vibing over here and I'm enjoying it. And it's something that really does really spark my intrusion over here. To just keep going, to just see how the mix is going. So as I speak to you is when I speak to also everybody, and also I'm listening to music while I speak to you always. I understand today how my music and everything is going. I understand that I'm having a fun time anyway. I'm not wasting time when I'm speaking more words though. I'm having all the experience in my words anyway. For sure, all that experience is my words anyway. For sure, that the most value you can do is just words. And the most value is words, you know what I'm saying? And the words you speak is the most value. And the most value you can give in this planet is the words you speak. For sure, everything else is other people's words and other people's stuff. For sure, you value what you create. For sure, you value what you create. For sure, everything else is nice and beautiful. For sure, you have to be nice and beautiful, and you have to show yourself success. You have to show yourself that you have success for yourself. And that's the whole point, yeah? And you have to show yourself something that's actually working for yourself. And that's it. I mean, just enjoy yourself. And that's my nice and beautiful track there. But then it goes into the energy mix very soon. And you have to see how it goes over here. And look at it. And this is how it goes. And you see how it goes into one mix to another. And then people believe it's over or something. And then guess what? And then this comes into play and they say, whoa. And yeah. And the first encore, and they believe the encore's over. And they say, oh, there's another part. And then it finishes and they say, oh, and then they and then if I can see this over here, and they say, oh, I love it. Okay, and then it's for each and every single one of my mixes, man. Listen, up and up and up and up, all the way. And that's it. It sounds excellent. So, as I understand straight away that at this point, people can see that is more parts to it. And it lifts people. Gosh, it's nice and beautiful for me. But as I grow myself differently, I'm understanding the skill over around here. I'm understanding what I do is I love eye. For sure, that I see how dogs in the night and how they just tackle the night time, man. And they love the night time. For sure, dogs love the night time, man. For sure, I love to wander around in the night time. For sure, I feel Bundy over there is sleeping somewhere. But I feel it. For sure, every single day, if you want to do something nice and beautiful, I understand that you can see that the nice and beautiful way of life is always doing better, and that's how you have to do better. But realize that dogs and non-human animals sleep underground somewhere, or they sleep in shelter somewhere, and my dogs over here, those are my Welsh dad's dogs, sleep under the house. And they go sleeping under the house, and that way you have to go and do great anyway. So I want to go and just see this nice and beautiful mix over here, and then I go and grow myself differently. And that's a mix, man. It's much more I feel that I know I have to make my albums first, and then once I make my albums, I focus on uploading everything to Spotify, and then that'll be now. That's very soon. For sure, that nice and beautiful way of life, I understand that there may be a deal somewhere where I understand that I afford everything anyway, but that's the whole point, yeah? I post 10 EPs online, or 10 EPs online, which is beautiful for me, and it's all $25 an EP or something like that. I'm doing better than that. For sure that every single day, no matter what, I'm learning how to just grow myself and produce music. And that's what I do, guys. I do different areas of life differently, and I just understand it's all vibing. I focus on watching out when I actually stand up. I want to make sure I pick up my phone before I actually stand up, because if my nice and beautiful phone is inside of my tracksuit pocket or jumper, I make sure that it's never in my tracksuit pocket or my jumper ever again. Why is that? Because I want to hold it with my hand, and I'll leave it that way. Alright, so now on I can see myself. I'm doing great anyway, so I'm gonna make my mini mix now. I want to see this mini mix over here. Let's have a look at the mini mix. I understand something over here that I'm understanding that I have to grow myself. So as I grow myself, I want to see this little mini mix. I have a little mini mix of my music track over here, and let's have a look.